What's going on today, YouTube? Zerse here, and in today's video, we're going to do a lot of video responses to a couple of people that had a very vehement response to a video by Nash Grier and his friends that he made a couple of months ago called What Guys Look For in Girls. Now, the reason why I did not do this video response 4 months ago, or when this shit was fucking ablaze, was because 1, I didn't have the time, and 2, I didn't plan to make the video as extensive as it's going to be. You know, because in this video I'm going to be responding to a lot of people. Okay? Alright, so like I said, this video is titled The Double Standard of Having Standards. Okay? And because this is such a huge task, this is such a difficult thing to tackle and address, I need help. So I am going to enlist the help of my buddy Zerse. Zerse, go ahead and say hello to everybody. Hi. Now, in case none of you guys know, the video in question is by, like I said, Nash Grier. And basically, all this kid is doing is talking about what he himself, well, him and his friends are basically just talking about what they themselves find attractive in females. However, Tumblr feminists, fucking just regular feminists, just radical feminists, freaking white knights, just all came and just attacked this video and just attacked this kid on his freaking opinion, just because he had preferences and standards. Like I said, this is the point of the video here, the double standard of having standards. So this is how this video is going to work. I'm going to respond to a couple of white knights, and I'm going to respond to a couple of women who had issue with this video. Okay? So the first white knight I am going to address is Mr. Repsion. Now, you probably heard of Mr. Repsion. Yeah, oh wait, hold on. You probably don't know what a white knight is. Okay, that's Zerse's job. He's my definition man. Zerse, please tell him what exactly a white knight is. You know, funny thing about this is, I actually have a clip prepared for you guys to show you guys what exactly a white knight is. Take a look.
I am a white knight, defending those that don't need to be defended.
Now, I think that was a pretty accurate representation of what a white knight is, but in case you need a more concrete definition, Zerse, go ahead and give them one from UrbanDictionary.com. UrbanDictionary.com. Internet white knight. Noun. Pronunciation, internet white knight. Someone who stands up for girls on the internet they barely know, hopefully so they can engage in sexual intercourse with them. Usually males. They are douches who can't get none in real life. I think that pretty much sums them up. Right. So now, I'm going to respond to the chief white knight, Mr. Repsion himself. Alright, so I'm going to play a couple of clips, and, you know, like his response format, I'm just going to respond to the points that he made. And, like I said, I'm going to be defending Nash Grier throughout this entire video, and proving, once and for all, that women themselves, too, also have fucking standards. So stay tuned.
Yeah, be funny, have a personality, start conversation, entertain me.
Entertain me? Well, now we know that the rest of the video is going to be very, very, very body positive.
First of all, he completely misrepresented what these guys are fucking saying, okay? Now, as a man who has had multiple conversations with women, I understand exactly what Nash and his friends were saying when they were like, be entertaining and be funny. He wasn't saying, like to dance around and be like, dance, monkey, dance! Like, no, like, the nigga was saying, like, have a fucking conversation with him. He was saying, like, talk to me, have a conversation, ask me questions, be funny, be entertaining. Like, I've had these boring-ass conversations with girls. Like, these text messages will be like, hey, hi.
How are you?
How are you? Fine. What are you up to? Nothing. That's cool. Not really. I've had those fucking conversations. They're boring as shit. Okay? It's as simple as that. That's what he meant. He didn't mean that the girl has to, like, twerk on him all fucking day. He just means, just talk to me. Have a conversation with me.
It has to be a perfect balance, because the chase is such a big part of it. Like, if you play hard to get, if you play too hard to get, then it's just like, oh, she didn't even like me. But if you play it easy, it's just like, oh, she's a whore.
Did you catch that, my fellow reptiles? If she's playing hard to get, I don't like that. But if she's too easy to get, she's a whore. What you just did here is slut shame.
I fucking hate that word, slut shaming. Anyway, listen, Mr. Repsion, and fellow people watching this video. What Nash wasn't actually calling a girl who's easy to get a whore. He was talking about perspective. What he was saying was he would perceive a girl who is too readily available as a whore. And that's not uncommon amongst most fucking men. Most men, we like challenges, as he said in the video. We like to feel special. No, we do like to work towards dating somebody. You know, and if someone is too available or too easy, you don't trust them because you feel like they'll have sex with anybody. That's perfectly fucking reasonable. And then the other part of that argument is if she's too available, if she's too easy, she could be too overbearing or too aggressive. She could be texting him all the time, saying, "Hey, wait, where are you? What are you doing? Hey, do you like me?" Just bombarding him and talking to him too much. All right, that's very unattractive. Some guys don't like that. The same way some girls don't like that. It's as simple as that. And again, the playing too hard to get. Once again, like if someone is playing hard to get, it makes it feel like they don't want you. So then you give up. It's that simple.
You called a girl a whore because, in your opinion, if she's too easy to get, that's a justification to slander her for her sexuality.
Yes!
Well done.
I dated this one girl, like we went on dates and stuff for like 2 weeks, and then I found like she finally let me kiss her.
Holy hamburger, Batman! She actually kissed you.
Now, if you would have let that nigga fucking finish his statement, he would have gone on to say...
I dated this one girl, like we went on dates and stuff for like 2 weeks, and then I found like she finally let me kiss her. But like building up the urge, like building up the urge and like the want,
kiss,
like,
the kiss is way better. Kiss is
like
way
you
better.
both build it up, and like waiting to do that stuff is like so much better.
And you're creating that standard for them and putting that standard on them that they have to meet that in order to be accepted and liked by men like you.
You're right. They will sit there and say to themselves, I have to meet these standards and expectations. That's the fucking point of the video.
And it's wrong. It is completely and utterly wrong for you to create these type of unrealistic expectations.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what unrealistic? Unrealistic expectations. Brushing your teeth and shaving. Unrealistic expectations. Really? Fucking really.
I feel like Superman! And Thor with my mighty shaver!
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Are you serious? Brushing your teeth is fucking unrealistic? No one should have to tell you to brush your fucking teeth. That's just some shit you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to do it. You're just supposed to get up and brush your fucking teeth. Now, maybe when you're 5 or you're 7, you're in kindergarten, maybe mama has to teach you that. If you're old enough to use the fucking internet, you should be old enough to know you have to brush your teeth. That's not unrealistic. That's just proper etiquette. Just some shit you're just supposed to do. You're just supposed to fucking do it.
Be yourself. Do you have any comprehension, any at all, at how stupid you are by saying that statement? You just made a nearly 10-minute video not making preferences. There's a difference between a preference and telling a woman straight up that, you know,
He actually spent the first 5 minutes talking about personality traits. How do I know this? I fucking clocked it. He doesn't start talking about physical attractiveness until 4 minutes and 45 seconds into the video. So that just destroyed your first fucking argument. The second thing where you say there's a difference between preferences and telling women what they have to do, you're right. There is. There's preferences and there's standards. Okay? You're right. I agree. There is a difference. Okay? But just because someone doesn't meet that standard doesn't invalidate them as a fucking person. But I'm going to get into more of that later in the video.
be yourself, and then go on to say, well, don't be yourself because if you have facial hair or you have hair on your arms, that's not good enough. How can you even say those two things in the same video is beyond me.
Being yourself and shaving are not mutually exclusive ideas. What if shaving is that person's self? What if that person already does that? Then that would mean that being yourself would apply there, and it would be perfectly fine. So, once again, shaving or taking care of yourself is not mutually exclusive of being the best person you could be. It might actually be a part of it. So your argument is invalid. So, alright, I'm done with Mr. Repsion. Okay? Let's move on to another white knight. Now, this white knight goes by the name of the Third Pew. I guess, like, in Short of the Shooter, you go pew pew pew. I guess he's the Third Pew. Fuck it, I don't know. Anyway, so this is his video response to what Nash Grier said. He said that Nash Grier should make an apology, that he should apologize for having an opinion. Check what this guy has to say.
In this video mostly for those people that are defending him, and I want to talk about why there are zero valid arguments to why what he did was okay.
Zero valid arguments. Did you hear what he said? Because I heard it. Now, when he said that, I felt like that nigga Thanos at the end of the Avengers. I was like, really? Zero? Well, since there are zero valid arguments, and you're going to enlighten us, Mr. Third Pew, go ahead.
But first let's talk about what the actual video is about. Right off the bat we have a problem. The title. You couldn't get the title right. The title says what guys look for in girls. It's not what guys look for in girls, it's what 3 guys look for in girls.
Okay, so if the title of the video is what guys look for in girls, we can obviously discern that it is a generalization. How? Because of fucking common sense, right? Oh wait, I'm sorry, common sense isn't common anymore, apparently. But here's the thing that kills me though. You understand that it's a generalization. So that means you understand that that doesn't mean every guy. So what the fuck are you upset about?
3 idiots. Then again, if the title was completely accurate, it would be 3 pathetic people make cringeworthy statements on a couch for 9+ minutes.
Cringeworthy. Yes, because having your own ambitions and goals is fucking terrible.
But that just really doesn't have the same ring to it. I don't think I would click on that video. So I can see where it's coming from. Nash. What did they say in the video? Let's go over a few things.
To be entertaining.
Start conversation.
Entertain me.
Well, that was fast. We're already going full speed ahead on the stupid train.
I think it makes it sound like he's never had a conversation with a boring girl. Shit, he's probably never had a conversation with a girl at all.
Because the chase is such a big part of it. Like, if you play too hard to get, then it's just like, oh, she didn't even like me. But if you play it easy, it's just like, oh, she's a whore. It's like, oh, she's a whore.
Did you just slut shame to your audience of only girls?
I hate that word.
Some tall girls are really hot.
Oh my god, you're saying every girl now. Tall girls, short girls. Unless there's an in-between girl. Screw you, in-between girl.
First of all, height is relative to the individual themselves, okay? Now, I'm like 5'11", okay? So 5'5", relative to me, is pretty fucking short. But let's say someone who is 5'5", like 4'3", is pretty good height to them. It's relative, because I'm pretty fucking short to somebody who's 6'7". So really this whole in-between thing really doesn't even exist. But then here's the thing that kills me. You say that he's naming off all these different types of girls, all these different types of things that you can do, that you don't actually specifically have to be, just things that they like. So you destroyed your own argument there when you said that.
That's all the way. I like long wavy hair.
So far with all the qualities that these guys want, the only date that they could get is their own imagination.
But yeah, change up your hair. Like, don't just straighten it every day. Like, maybe braid it.
Yeah, change it up.
Side. Like, do something cool, you know?
Yeah.
Do you actually care that much? Are you worried you're gonna get bored or something? This part just blows my mind, because I've never heard guys talk about girls' hair like this.
Ironically though, whenever a girl does something with their hair and a guy she likes doesn't notice, she gets upset. Think about that one.
A girl that's good at video games, but not a girl that's obsessed with video games.
Yeah, not too much.
Why not? 90% of guys are obsessed with video games. That's
You said that shit like it was a good thing.
freaking awesome if a girl loves video games. What? I've never heard anyone have problems with this.
Yeah.
He said obsessed. He didn't say like or love video games, okay? By obsessed, think about this one. Girls don't even like guys who are obsessed with video games because they're not paying attention to her. So what the fuck makes you think a guy is gonna like a girl that's equally as obsessed? Like, by obsessed, he means people who play video games all the fucking time and don't do anything with their lives. That's what he meant.
Can't be better than me.
So you're not gonna like a girl because you suck at video games.
It's not even that, dude. Okay, it's about competition. Alright, even when guys play video games, no one likes playing a video game with someone that's a whole bunch better than they are. Because eventually, it's just not fun anymore. Because you keep fucking losing. It's as simple as that. And besides, it was a joke. He didn't really mean it was a deal breaker. He was kidding around. Alright? Then, the very next thing he says is he doesn't even play video games that often. So, which proves how meaningless that shit really is. It was a joke.
Like this, like be yourself.
Okay, now watch this. Literally in the next cut. This is 2 seconds later.
Be yourself.
Wait.
Yo,
No. Hygiene.
shave, brush your teeth, arm shave.
Boom!
Nigga, that doesn't invalidate anything. I already said that when I addressed Mr. Repsion.
Little peach fuzz and we're making out.
And again with the making out thing, how are so many things gonna make you uncomfortable when making out? Like, a girl is letting her kiss you. Freaking enjoy that crap.
This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, white knight shit, okay? He goes on to say, and I quote, "A girl is letting you kiss her. Enjoy that shit." Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, he worked for that, alright? Like, he took her ass to the movies, he spent money on her, bought her dinner, you know, bought her snacks at the movies, you know, drove her there. He invested his time into this person, okay? Now, granted, no woman has any obligation to do anything she doesn't want to do. However, to insinuate that this guy didn't do anything to earn that kiss is bullshit, because he did. And then the other part of that argument is, she's kissing him too, okay? Like, he's not the only one getting something out of that transaction. Except the girl didn't have to do anything to get that kiss except be a fucking girl. So stop being a white knight and saying, she's kissing you, that's so awesome. No, nigga, he earned that shit.
Did kind of apologize on Twitter. He said, "We were just throwing out opinions of attractive attributes about girls. Just be yourself. All we're trying to do is make those girls that had some of those attributes feel good about themselves. But what if they didn't have any of those attributes, you expired jar of mayonnaise?" He goes on to say,
If they didn't have any of those attributes, they probably weren't fucking human beings.
"You know, I'm just starting to think that you guys are mad that girls can grow more body hair than you.
That clearly cannot be the case, considering the fact that he doesn't want that at all.
Clearly said being yourself is the most attractive thing you can do. The problem is that's a 20-second section in a 9-minute video, and those other 8 minutes and 40 seconds are contradicting everything that you said in those 20 seconds of good."
No, it's not. What if the girl has brown hair? What if she likes to change her hair up? What if she is natural? What if she does have freckles? What if she already shaves? If that would be the case, she is being herself. So he technically didn't contradict anything. If that is indeed herself.
What you have to understand that you haven't figured out yet is that girls don't have to do anything for you. What are you even doing for them?
Okay, let's say 10 years from now, I buy a house. Now, let's say I get a job to pay off the mortgage on that house. Now, let's say I go find some woman I don't have any obligation to, and I invite her to come live in said house. Okay? So now she's living in my house, and I'm working to pay off that house that she doesn't have to spend money on. Okay? So now, let's say we have children. Now I have to raise our children. Right? That's what I'm doing for her. I forgot to mention that I have to support her emotionally. If she has a bad day at work, or if she's feeling sad, I have to talk to her, I have to comfort her. That's what I'm doing for her. Now what is she doing for me? She's living in my house that I'm spending money on. What a lot of women don't understand is they don't have to do anything to get a guy to like them. You said, what is he doing for her? A couple seconds ago, I just fucking said he's spending money on her. He's taking her to the movies. He's taking her to restaurants. He's taking her to do a whole bunch of different things that she doesn't have to, that she obtains just for being a woman. Just for having a vagina. She gets those things just because she's attractive. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, you're a white knight. I forgot. You're a white knight. That's why you feel that way.
Doing for them. Okay, let's talk about the main reason of making this video and the reason that Nash Grier really needs to make an apology video. The people that are still on his side. He needs to explain to those people why what he said was wrong.
It wasn't wrong.
Make a whole show of how he was repulsed by girls who don't shave every single part of their body.
Where the fuck in the world is your upper lip and your fucking arms your entire body? Where? Where in the world? Or maybe it's in some alternate reality that is unseen by us, where we're all just fucking arms and just fucking upper lips. Are you kidding me?
When you have this much power, when you can reach so many people that love you, that respect you, and you use that power to straight up tell them that they're not good enough.
He never told them they weren't good enough. How did you even come to that conclusion? Oh wait, I forgot again, you're a white knight. You just make shit up. Here's another white knight coming to the defense of women.
I'm gonna tell you what I look for in a girl. And yes, I have a girlfriend, and these qualities I list will actually be found in my girlfriend, so...
Now this guy is a fucking hypocrite. Just a fucking hypocrite. Anyone in a relationship that hates that Nash Grier video is a fucking hypocrite. Wanna know why? Because the person that you're dating fits your specific criteria. The person you're dating fits your specific standards. And regardless of whether or not you fall in love with their even if you like their personality, they still fit your standard and your criteria. To get upset at him for doing the same thing that you yourself do as you're in a relationship is hypocrisy, plain and simple.
Oh, bro, like, she's hot and all, but have you seen her without makeup? Ew, bro, that's so gross. I know, like, if I wake up in the morning and my girlfriend hasn't got her makeup on yet, I'm like, going back to sleep, you know what I mean?
What the fuck was that even about?
Whenever she wants to. I mean, how stupid was that video? Oh my god, like, till you shave everything on your body.
Once again, where in the world is every part of your body, your fucking arms, and your lip? Guys, okay, we got 2 more white knights to get through. 2 more white knights before I start addressing all of these butthurt females.
Video, and I'd like to address it. YouTube is a public sharing site, which means literally everyone can upload their opinion to it.
Thank you for accurately explaining that, because I had absolutely no idea that's what YouTube was. In fact, I actually thought it was a fucking hair straightener this entire time. I didn't know. But thank you for telling me that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Start conversation. Second of all, it's not the girl's job to start conversation with you. It should be your job to be someone she wants to have a conversation with.
Classic white knight. It should be your job to be a great person for her, but she doesn't have to do anything, remember? Because she has a vagina.
We'll stay on top of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Stay on top.
Like,
That's cute. A sex joke.
Once again, complete misrepresentation. If you let him finish, he would have said, you know, that get him motivated to do stuff.
If you play hard to get, if you play too hard to get, then it's just like, oh, she didn't even like me. But if you play it easy, it's just like, oh, she's a whore.
We like a challenge.
Dude, okay? Not cool. Slut shaming?
I hate that word.
Really? Okay, ladies watching this. If you want to do something sexual, that's fine. If you don't want to do something sexual, that's fine too. It's on you, it's your call.
That's right. Everything is your decision. You get to decide everything. Me? What I like? Fuck what I like. I'm not a fucking person. I'm just a human being created specifically to serve you for no reason. Oh, wait, the only reason is because you have a vagina. You can do what you want to do, okay? And I have to become your perfect slave. That's right. That's right. Come on, white knights. Really? Seriously?
What is not okay is slut shaming. So if someone's a whore if they're easy to get.
Yes!
You three morons ever think someone just wants to express their sexuality?
It will not make them any less of a whore.
Slut shaming is wrong. However, it's perfectly fine to call people out on being douches.
That's right, people. If someone has an opinion that you don't like, they're douchebags and they suck. But if you go around having sex and contracting STDs and getting a whole bunch of people pregnant, that's just you expressing your sexuality.
No hygiene.
Shave, brush your teeth, arm shave.
Yo, how about a girl rejects you unless you shave all over?
I have quite literally had that happen to me. I have quite literally have girls say they wouldn't date me because I have fucking facial hair. So that so yeah, it sucks. But you know what? That's their preference. And it's perfectly fucking fine. I'm not destroyed over it. I'm still alive.
Take it into account that these women can take a huge blow to their self-esteem because of these morons. Let's take it into account that they're basically asking for the perfect specimen of a human being.
How could you possibly come to that conclusion?
They had a really long-winded list of very particular items that had tiny little nuances and were really, really specific.
Yeah, like when girls tell me that I should get like a fade or should cut my hair or maybe, you know, shave. They're being so nitpicky of me, but I'm not complaining about it. Wanna know why? Because that's their preference. That's just what they prefer.
This is not the first time that a video like this has gone around. There have been plenty of videos like this before, and it is something that just really needs to stop, and we need to talk about why this is bad. You really should not have a finite bulleted list of things that you need to see in your prospects to become your significant other, because you are really just setting yourself up for failure.
Yes, you absolutely should. You want to know why you should have a list of prospects you should see in your significant other? The Maury Povich Show. That's why. Enough said.
You're just gonna end up unhappy because it's gonna be really hard to find somebody that meets all of your criteria.
No, you are not.